Let your mind just escape just for a brief moment. There it is. Good job, man. Let's talk about how things are doing here. So now, in terms of where you're feeling it the most today, where do you feel it at right now?
Yeah, on the left side of the neck.
On that left side there? Yeah. And then do you feel pain on the lower back as well today?
Yeah.
Okay, and where do you feel that at right now? Is right in that center what we talked about? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I still can't believe what you told me about those accidents, man. The fact that you're as healthy as you are.
Oh, thank you.
And as in good shape. I mean, like you talked about, just it's by God's grace we're still able to walk and move and function.
Very much so.
So in terms of that one accident, so you said that you were just trying to fix your car because something happened to it?
Yeah, I was on the freeway driving back to the Navy base at the time. And something was wrong with the accelerator. It stopped accelerating. And I pulled over just to try to figure out what was going on. What's going on with this car? And yeah, while I was under the hood, that's when somebody came by. They had one of those old like A-Team Econo vans. You remember those kind of?
Don't know. No.
Very old school, man. It's yeah. So that van hit me. It hit me so hard that it flipped over and flipped off the freeways as well.
Really?
Yeah, and that collision just sent me, like, catapulted me off the freeway.
Yeah.
Rolled down the hill, and it was just...
And that was like the car hit your car, but your car hit you, basically.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's insane. Miraculous that you're still able to be with us to tell the story.
True story.
Yeah. Alright, so we definitely have this ball right here. So there's a bump right here. And this is where there's a lot of the swelling. So we're going to be looking into this and seeing which one we're going to adjust out of there.
Okay.
The key is figuring out where we're going to start. Yeah, right there. Where we're going to start, because there's multiple things that we need to address. And so we have to kind of figure out right now in the beginning is what's going to get you the relief that we're looking for.
Okay.
And then as we get going with the correction, or I'm sorry, with the relief, then we want to also start picking points that will also work on not only getting relief, but helping to stabilize that structure.
Okay.
Alright, so the first thing here, I really do want to look at this one. This is your L5. 4, 5, 4. Which is the most tender of those, if any?
5.
5 is the more. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we are going to start with that 5. 4 does have a little bit of stress like we talked about last time when it comes to your x-rays, how it pinches back there. But we are going to start with 5 to see if I can stabilize that underneath that and then see if we can move up to 4 later.
Okay.
But I think 5 is what we're going to start today. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Any soreness on
Definitely
those?
5, yeah.
More than 5 right there. Yeah, there's definitely more swelling and more fluid in that area. So 5 is going to be the one we're going to start with here. 7, 1, 2. 7, 1, 2. Which one would you say?
That's a good question.
Are they all pretty sore?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that swelling that we have right here. If you had to choose, which one would you say? If you 7, 1, 2.
7.
7, just a little bit more. I want to take a look at the movement of those joints here.
Okay.
Tilt you to this side. Oof. Is that painful going to this side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 7 does have a problem. But in regards to your spine, I think that T2, that's this guy right here, and this is the one that kinks this way, and it's sending you back into the center of the spine. Let me see. I want to start with T2 today.
Okay.
And I know you said you feel it on that left side over here. But the way it's wedged is on the right side. So it basically lifts up like this and it sends you this way. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start from the right side and see how that's going to help you out here. Okay, so because T2 and T4, they're so close together. Actually, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it was 5 that we said, right? So here's 6 and then 5. It's 5 right there, that's sore. 5 I actually probably can do. So 5 and 2, I think we can work on those two. I was going to say if it's T4, it's a little bit closer to T2. I don't like to do those two close together. But I think 5 and 2 would be far enough for us to work on those today at the same time. So we're going to do L5. We're going to do T5, T2 today, okay?
Okay.
All right, man. You ready?
Yep.
All right, we're going to start with your lower back. Let's get you on your right shoulder. So head here, feet on the other side for me. Alright, so I'm going to roll you just a little bit. There you go. I want to roll you as a whole unit. Don't want to twist or crank you.
Okay.
But I am going to push the shoulder up a little bit, okay? So holding that right there, and a little bit of a push, you might feel a little bit of a poppy noise, okay? This might be a little sore as well, but we should get some good relief off of that.
Okay.
Holding that right there, dropping that shoulder. Perfect. Nice job. Okay. Good work, man.
All right.
Coming up, have a seat. There you go. And hands are going to right onto the little handles here. Take a deep breath for me. And let it go. Dropping the shoulders. Relax. Nice job on that one. Good. Now just take your mind to a restful place, wherever that might be. Maybe it's the beach. Maybe it's the mountains. Maybe it's just sitting at home on the couch. Wherever you feel the most relaxed there. Bring out your feet in front of you. There you go. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to push with this hand here. This hand's going to stabilize down, okay? All you got to do is just relax that shoulder. Let your mind just escape just for a brief moment. There it is. Good job, man. You did really good on that. So just sitting here real quick, how's that lower back doing?
Actually better, yeah.
You feeling a little better on that?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's not as tight on that. Down on the side right there.
Good. On that side, on that left?
Yeah.
Good. This is just the start, man. Yeah, that's looking better. Okay. All right, man. The one that we started off with, your L5 down here. That's this one right back here. I told you the L4 and the L5, those are the two that we need to work on to get some pressure off of the joint, off of that nerve back there. What we did was we're pushing that forward because that space, when that joint shifts back, that space gets smaller. So we're trying to open up that space to free up some area where that nerve is going through and traveling into, okay? So that's where we started today. We did T5. Again, this is where your body's trying to compensate to try to get you stable here, but it's putting a lot of stress on those joints. T2, this is where your spine, as it goes to the right, and then it kinks back to the left. Okay, so we're pushing onto that spine to try to get that to open up and straighten out here, but we are also pushing it forward to try to get some curvature coming back in. So we got some work to do on you, man. We had a good start today, and I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit better, even just with a little bit that we did today. But there's some homework that you have to do. Okay, so I don't know if you're planning on getting back into the gym or working out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you are, what I would say over the weekend, if you are going to exercise, whatever 100% of your intensity level is, let's bring it down to about 70%. Okay. And the reason why is because we did a lot of work today. Now, what happens is when you move and you're shifting and you're moving, because we have mobility into those joints, your muscles are what's like pretty much confused. Like, what's going on? We haven't had it like this for such a long time. So when we move those joints, you can feel some soreness and some tenderness or some achiness. But what I don't want is when you go to the gym and you do a really tough workout or something like that.
Oh no, that's over. That's
okay, good.
No more free weights, tough. No.
Okay, good. Well, just take it easy.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is I want movement in the spine. So even if it's just a walk for 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, or an hour, whatever you can tolerate, walking is going to get movement into those joints and it helps to push out some of the inflammation of that spine. Okay. So walking, if you need to, ice is your best friend. So if you feel any soreness or any achiness, ice is the best thing for you. So 15 to 20 minutes, get an ice pack, put a paper towel around it, and ice wherever you feel you need to. Okay. Especially where those areas that we adjusted you, especially on the neck. I would encourage you to ice this area because of the swelling that's in there. Okay. That would probably help out a lot. Okay. And then the last thing is, how's your water intake?
Pretty good.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I drink a lot of water.
Okay, good. So I want to make sure you're keeping hydrated because it
Okay.
helps to lubricate the joints,
Mhm.
but it also helps to flush out the toxins in there. Okay?
Mhm.
Any questions for me?
No.
All right, man. Well, I'm excited that you're here.